Hi guys, welcome to Code Artisan Lab. This is video number 94 for learning management system in Django with ReactJs. In this video, we are going to perform the verification of registration with email OTP, right? It means whenever the teacher or student will register in the app, then we will send the OTP at the email, okay? And then we will redirect to the OTP page and user can log in. User can verify the registration with the OTP, right? So we will perform this. So for this I have divided this thing in 4 steps. First of all, we will create the verify status and OTP digit field in the table, where we will save the verify status for the teacher and the or the student. OTP digit means we will save the OTP code, right, so that we can match. The second step, without the verification status, user cannot log in, okay? So we will check with the verify status. After registration, user will redirect to the OTP verification page and receive the 6-digit OTP, and when he enter the OTP, he will redirect to the login page, or if not, then it will show the related error. So all these things that we are going to perform in this video, right, in this 94th video. Okay, so let's do the first step. First of all, we need to modify the model of the teacher and the student. Okay, so this is our model for the teacher. I have added verify status, boolean field and default false, OTP digit, maximum length is 10 and null is true, because we have already a data for the teacher, right? And similar thing I will do for the student table, student model, right? So here we have, so verify status and OTP digit, right? So after the migration, right, so here we have a DB browser, so it will look like here we have a main teacher, okay, and we can browse the data here. So OTP digit and verify status, right? So now first of all, let's make it 0. Apply, write changes, okay? And in the view.py file, here we will apply verify status equal to true, right? So let's go to the app, okay, and we have the username, email is this, and password is this, okay? So John 123, right? So login. So it is saying invalid email or password, but it should say, if it's not verified, it should say you have not verified your account, right? So let's do that. So we are doing here, let's remove this. If teacher data, then we will say if teacher data dot verify status, it means true. If not teacher data dot verify status, then we will return this. Else we will return this, okay? So what I will do here, I will add the message. We are adding the message in the login, but I will do the message from the backend. So here we have, so account is not verified, okay? So let's say message, here we have account is not verified, right? So yes, and this will be boolean false. If we boolean true, then we will show this message, the message we are showing here. So the message will be, let's see, here we are, and the message will be invalid email or password. No, this message will go here, right? So we just if true, then we are returning the teacher ID. If false, then we are returning the message, right? We don't need to return the teacher ID here if false. right? So message in both cases, right? So in the teacher login, what we will do, set error message. So here we have a response, this will be message. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, now let's refresh this page and try to log in again. Account is not verified. If I enter the wrong password, then invalid email or password. Okay, so it's working now, right? So it means we have performed two things. We have added the field in the table, and then we have performed that user cannot log in if not verified, right? Now in the next step, we will send the 6-digit OTP to the mail and redirect the user to the OTP page, right? So let's do that. So here we are, here. Okay, so for the OTP verification, what we will do, here we have a teacher register component, right? So if we go to the teacher register component, here we have, so when we successfully register, then we need to redirect on the OTP page, right? So let's create the OTP page first. Okay, so let's create the page. So I will create here and say verify teacher .js, right? And let's copy this. Let's copy the login page and paste it here, right? Now here we will be enter 6-digit OTP, right? So here we will say verify teacher, copy this and paste it here, right? So what we need to do else, what we need to do other than, okay, so first of all let's change the look of this page. So error is okay, and here it will be only OTP, we don't need the other than this. So we will say teacher data, right? So when we will go to the OTP, then here it will say, yeah, this is fine, teacher data OTP, name is let's say OTP digit, so it will be same as database field, right? And type is number, all right? And handle change, fine, and then it's verify, okay? And submit form, so submit form will be teacher form data, it's okay. Then here it will be OTP digit, and this will be teacher login data, or we can say teacher login data, teacher data, let's say teacher data, and we will set teacher data. What we need just OTP digit, OTP digit, okay? And remove this, okay? And teacher data here, target, okay, everything is else is fine. OTP digit, here we will say OTP digit, teacher data, remove the password. Okay, now here we will say verify teacher, right? So verify teacher, and this is teacher form data, okay? And if teacher is verified, then we will login status, we will return the data of the teacher, okay? A login status true, and teacher ID, it's okay. Window dot location, let's keep it as it is. All these things we will change this later, right? I will show you that how we can what things we will modify, okay? So teacher login, this is not teacher login, this will be verify teacher, right? So everything is fine. So when we register, then we need to move on verify teacher slash we will pass the id of the teacher, right? So how we can pass the id of the teacher, and we will do here in the response, right? We don't need to do this here. I will copy this, just remove this, okay, and paste it here. Window.location verify teacher response.id, right? So if teacher is entered, then it is response.id a verify teacher, right? Else it will show the error, and everything else is fine. So verify teacher, and verify teacher is here. Okay, now let's register this component in our main component, right? So let's open the main and copy this. Where is the teacher login? Okay, copy this here, and let's say verify teacher, paste it here, and let's find the teacher register. Where is the teacher register? This is user register, this is teacher register, and just after that we will say verify teacher, right? So what it is, yes, so we'll say verify teacher slash the id, and the id will be teacher id, of course. So we will say teacher id, and the what is this? Okay, this will be verify teacher. Okay, everything else is fine. So what we did, we just redirecting on the new component when we are successfully registered. Okay, so refresh this and just delete this data, okay, write changes. Okay, now we have this thing. Okay, so refresh this page, and if everything is correct, then it will redirect to verify teacher component. Okay, so let's say hail@gmail.com, password is something, qualification is something, mobile number is something, skill is something. So let's see in the network tab that what's going on. Okay, so register, so it's redirecting on enter 6-digit OTP, right? So everything is working correct. Let's see data has been entered in the database or not. So data has been entered, OTP digit is nothing, verify status is nothing, right? So it's working here. Now when we are registering the teacher, then we need to apply two things. The first, we need to save the OTP, generate the OTP digit, right, and save in the database along with the teacher data, and then send the email to the teacher. Okay, so currently we are using the console email. It means when we will send the email, when we will apply the email, then it will show here. Okay, in the console it will show here, and in the email section, in the email video, I think I have told you in the contact form 92, I have told you that how we can send the production mail, right? I have not applied the live example, but I have told you that how we can send, right? So it's not very tough, it's a easy process. So let's generate the OTP digit and send the email, right? Okay, so when we are saving the teacher, so here we have a model, right? In the model, this is our teacher. In the model, we will define this save method self, and then we will say return super dot save, right? So this is our function, it will save the data. Now we are overriding this. So what we will do, if self dot pk, it means if data is already exist. So what we will do, if self dot pk is none, it means data is not exist, then we will send the email, because this save method apply when we are saving the data or when we are updating the data. It means when we are creating or updating the data. So we are just saying if pk is none, then we will apply the things. Okay, So we will send the email. So let's find the send email. Here we have this thing, so copy this and let's see where we are here. Okay, so let's say here registration verify account, right? And here we will say please verify your account, right? And then we will say please verify your account, self.email failed silently, HTML message, and in the message we will say here your OTP is self.otp digit, right? So we need to save the OTP digit, right? So okay, so what else we need to do? Your OTP number is this. Okay, fine. Now it will send the email on the console. Okay, so this is our teacher register. Like we are sending the skills, we need to send the OTP, right? Or we can do one thing more. Here we have a verify. Where is the model? Here is the model, right? So this is our model and we will say OTP. Okay, so let's generate the OTP digit here. So we will say here OTP digit. Let's define the digit 78141. This is 789 and this is a static one. We will change this later, right? So here we are, paste here OTP digit, paste here, right? And okay, so this is our OTP digit and we are sending this and everything is fine. Let's check this. Okay, so refresh the page here. We will, okay, here the verified teacher is undefined. Okay, let's see a response.id, response.data.id. okay sorry okay, so response.data.id. okay, so let's see, go to the register page and here we have data. I will remove this data, or let's add another data. Let's say cree@gmail.com, some password, some qualification, skills, let's say Python. Okay, now register. What it is saying, when calling to this may be because we have a writable field on the serializer class that not a valid argument. Okay, OTP digit, and we will copy this and open the serializer and go to the teacher serializer and add this field. Yes, now it should work now. Okay, so right, so let's say cryo. Okay, cryo 1 2 3, not sure the password. Okay, now sure. So some number, some mobile number, skill, register. Again it's saying something. Okay, the exception is something, the when calling teacher object create, this may be because you have writable field on the serializer that is not a valid argument create. Okay. Okay, let's check this. Okay, so I have found the issue that we were facing when we are registering the teacher. It was showing some create error, type error, right? So what I have done, how I have fixed this. So first of all, I have removed the save method from the teacher model, right? And then I'm overriding the create method in the serializer, right? So here is a create method, and we will here we are getting the email and OTP digit, and this is our instance when we will create, and after creating we are sending the email ID, right? Now what we need to do, this is our OTP digit, right? So here let's go for the front end, source, component, teacher and teacher register. I have do one thing more. The OTP digit, it was before static, now I am creating the OTP digit random number from 1 million to 9 million, right? So this will be the OTP digit number. This is math floor, math random function. You can also try that and do some research if you need. Okay, so this is OTP digit, and after successful registering it will redirect to verified teacher, right? So let's test this. Okay, so let's open the DB browser, and here we have open database, and we will say DB Lite and browse data, and let's go for the teacher. Okay, so let's delete this, delete records, write changes, right? Now let's say hail iron, hail@gmail.com, password MCS, mobile number, skills. Open the network tab, click here, right? And it is redirecting to verified teacher with ID, right? So now if you go to the terminal, you will see the email. So here you can see that this is 6-digit number, right? And in the database we are entering this 6-digit number. Here we are. Okay, now the next step is verify the OTP for this particular user, for this 21st user, right? So the next step, now we are going to perform this. Okay, so let's open the OTP verification. So source and component and teacher, verify teacher, right? So what we will do here, when we are click on the verify, then OTP digit will go here, and verify teacher. Okay, verify teacher, and then we will send this parameter, right? So our parameter is let's copy this parameter from any of that, not here, let's try another one. Course details, study materials, all quiz questions, let's say this one. Okay, so this is verify teacher, so we will paste it here just for params. Okay, and we will fetch this use params, right? So use params. Okay, and okay, right. So now this will be not quiz ID, it should be teacher ID, right? So whatever we are passing in the router, teacher ID, right? So here we have a teacher ID, we are passing from here. Let's see in the main component. Where is the main component? Source, component, main, and this is the teacher ID, right? So it should same. Okay, so teacher ID we will pass here, verify teacher, right? So this is our base URL, and this is teacher ID, and where is the URL where we are verifying? So URLs, and we will say verify teacher, right? So copy this, okay, and where is the teacher? Only teacher. Okay, here. So what we will do, just say teacher ID, right? And here we will say verify teacher via OTP, right? And just remove all the other things, and what we will say here, verify teacher, right? So let's go to URLs, and this is verify teacher. Okay, now we need to create this method. Here it will be verify teacher, and let's go for the method. What we will do, let's say fetch quiz assign status. So here I'll copy this function, right? And let's see where the teacher functions are running. We will just after that, okay, so after login we will do that. Okay, so where is the URL? URL is verify teacher via OTP. So verify teacher via OTP, and here we will say teacher ID, right? And first of all we need to get the detail of the teacher. So teacher ID, and this will be teacher, right? And let's say this is teacher, okay, and we will remove this all the things. So if teacher, it means if teacher is exist, right? No, if not, if this is not, what we will do, we need to fetch OTP. What we are sending? Yes, we are sending OTP digit. So in the view we'll copy this, paste it here, and because we are posting the data, so what we are doing, yeah, posting the data, so that I have added CSRF exempt. Okay, so this will be OTP digit. Okay, and what we will do, if teacher ID equal to this and OTP digit equal to OTP digit, it means it's verified, right? So let's say verify. If verify, then what we will do, we will update this. So dot update status equal to true. Okay, so we will update this and send the response true or false, right? So if teacher exists, then we are updating this data, teacher ID this, OTP digit is this, then we will update the status. Okay, so now it should work. Okay, so verify teacher and everything else is fine. Let's see the URL once again. Yep, everything is fine. Let's add slash here. Okay, and let's add one more slash here. All right, so if status is verified, then login status true, and we are returning this teacher data, teacher ID equal to response data dot teacher ID. Okay, so in the view we are returning the response as boolean. Okay, so what we will do here, let's say teacher ID is verify dot id, right? So let's go to verify. If response dot data dot bool is true, then response dot data, what we are passing here, teacher ID, yes, right? Okay, and then it will go to teacher dashboard, everything else is fine, nothing. Okay, so let's check this. So our data is 150149. okay, 150149 OTP digit, right? So let's see now. All right, so click here. What is saying? It is OTP digit multi-value key error. Okay, we can do one thing. This should be post dot get value OTP digit. Okay, because it is client is sending the value as an array, so that we need to fetch this data in this way. All right, so now 150149. Let's see now. Okay, so it's saying boolean is false. Okay, so what we are sending here? So we are sending request payload is nothing. Okay, so verify teacher form data post. We are calling this function. All right, we are calling this function, and base URL is what? Base URL is all right, and everything is fine. Oh, we are not sending any data here. All right, so copy this and paste it here. Append OTP digit. All right, so yes, now it should work. So 150149. Now what it is saying? Okay, so it's sending here 150149. But what is the response? Teacher has no field name status. What is the verify status? Verify status. So verify status equal to true. All right. Okay, 150149. Verify. Okay, so teacher has been verified, and we have redirected on the teacher dashboard page, and everything is all right. Everything is working here. You can see that teacher can see the my courses, add course, my users, quiz, add quiz, everything, right? So we have implemented the teacher verification, right? So let's see. I'm going to check all 4 steps. Let's remove this. Okay, so here we have teacher verification flow. All right, so create verify status, we have done this. Without verify, also done this. After registration, user will direct to the OTP verification page. After successful OTP verification, user will run or show related error. So we are showing the related error. Okay, so additionally I am going to apply one more thing. So if you just see this, if you refresh this, it is status is 1. Okay, now if user login, then it will log in the user. Okay, now if you notice, when we are login successfully, then it is redirecting the page. Okay, it is reloading the page, but we can prevent this. How we can do this? We can use the use navigate function from the React router DOM, right? So if we search for use navigate React router DOM, then you can see here, without the without reloading the page, we can navigate the user to specific state. Okay, click here, we can see this. Now we are going to use this after the teacher register. Okay, so after teacher register, first of all we need to fetch this from the React router DOM. So what I will do, use navigate use navigate. Okay, and then we will simply say navigate. Okay, we will simply say navigate. What is the function? This is the function navigate. Whatever the response is, we will add it in the navigate, right? And just remove this. Okay, before using this navigate function, we need to use this constant equal to navigate use navigate, right? So now if you register the user, if we register the user, currently it is reloading the page. So when we register, let's say Cree, okay, so cree@gmail.com, password is something, qualification is something, mobile number is something, and this is Python, let's say Flask. So register, and you can see here it's not reloading the page, it's just changing the URL and changing the component. Actually it is doing the thing what is reloading is doing, but it is not reloading the, it is not showing to user that it is reloading, right? Now we will apply this on the verified teacher. So first of all we will just remove this, don't need this here. Okay, and for your practice you can use this on the login page, right? So we will say use navigate, and here it will be constant navigate equal to use navigate function, and we will navigate to teacher dashboard, right? So this will be teacher dashboard here. Okay, now let's see the 6-digit code. This is the 6-digit code. Okay, now when we paste it here, verify, right? So everything is working fine. Okay, so navigate, and what is this? Oh, use it here also, and in the registration, yeah, this is fine. Okay, so we have completed this, and we have completed the register verification with email OTP. For production you can use, I have already told you, you can use the SMTP or SendGrid, whatever you want, you can use that, right? So for the development purpose we can use console. Okay, so if you want to see in the production, please write in the comment that you need the production email setup. Okay, so maybe we can make a video for that. Okay, this is it. So thank you so much for watching this video. So I hope you enjoyed this, you are enjoying this series. Only 5 to 4 videos maybe in this series. We have to make maybe 100 videos, so it is a different level of milestone. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. Please share, subscribe, like this channel. Okay, and please support me as much as you can. You can support me via Razorpay or PayPal. If you have any query or any message, you can send me via Instagram or Facebook or via email. You can also follow me on GitHub. Okay, so just support me and send me your email ID. I will give you the access of the GitHub repository. Okay, so again, thank you so much. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you.